Good morning, everyone. My name is Laura Liliana Camelo, and I'm here to answer your question about what's the difference between bored and boring. In this moment, I will share my screen to show you the difference between them. Okay, so as you can see in my screen now, we can find here a person who is bored and also is showing a book that it's boring. Okay, so we can say that we can use bored and boring, but usually we have the doubt, but I don't know in which cases I can use ed or ing in order to express what I want. Okay, now we are going to see what is happening here. Okay, now, so I will show you a presentation in which we are going to see all the aspects that you need to take into account when we are talking about adjectives, okay? Bored and boring are adjectives, okay? So remember that adjectives are those words that describe a thing, a person, an object, yeah? But also it can describe an emotion or a feeling. Okay, so we are going to see what's the difference between them. Remember that we are going to have adjectives that end in ing and adjectives that end in ed, and they have different uses. Let's start with ing adjectives. They are the ones that describe a person or a thing and the effect they produce in people. I mean, when we are talking about what is our opinion about a certain thing. Okay, for example, the book is boring. Okay, for me, my opinion about a specific book is boring because it produces in me boredom. Okay, that's why we can say that it's boring with ing. On the other hand, we are going to have ed adjectives that are the ones that describe people's feelings, the emotions itself that produce something. For example, I am bored now because maybe I don't have anything to do. Okay, so I feel I have boredom in this moment. Okay, I feel bored. That's why we are going to use ed adjectives. Okay, we are going to see different examples in order you to know how to do that. First, frightened. Remember that we usually have a verb that is the one that is expressing the emotion. Okay, so we are going to try to select if the ending is with ing or with ed to make an adjective in order to express the opinion or the emotion. Let's look at the first example with ing. The film is frightening. The ghost is frightening. They frighten people. Okay, so they produce frighten in people. The other hand, we have he is frightened or he looks frightened because it's the way the person feels. Next, we have the example with interest. The actor is interesting. The news is interesting because they interest people. On the other example, we have he looks interest. He is interest because it's the way he feels. Worry. So here we have this cook is worrying. Okay, and the news is worrying because they worry people. They produce worry in people. And here we have he's worried or he looks worried because it's the way he feels, the emotion that he has. With too tired, we have looking after children is tiring. This work is tiring. They tire people, they exhaust people. Okay? And the other one, imagine that you are running a lot. Okay? So you are going to feel tired. Okay? Because you have that emotion, that feeling. Well, there are most common adjectives that we can find with ing ending or ed. They are the ones that we have here in the list, and we are going to explore in a deeper way along the classes, okay? Well, so that's why we want to say that maybe we have that the difference between bored and boring, as we can see here, is because the person is bored, it feels bored, has that emotion, okay? And boring is because the book is producing boredom in the person. For that reason, it's boring. Okay, so I hope that I could answer your question about the difference between boring and bored. If you have any doubt, I will be attentive to that. Thank you for your attention and bye-bye.